Hello CAT aspirants, today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is games and tournaments, and it is one of the toughest topic in terms of all topics in logical reasoning concerning CAT. Toughest because it has more number of technical terminologies. If we say we have to have a sound knowledge of sports, then only it will be easy. So today we'll be discussing in depth about the topic. Now let's start. If we see about games and tournaments, let's see an example. If we are a we are in a committee of sports committee in a college, and we have to conduct a tournament, let's say badminton tournament, and we have n number of applications. So we can conduct it in two ways. The first way is called as knockout. So knockout will be the first method in the games and tournament, and the second will be a round robin method. Now the basic topic focuses on making fixtures, that is making matches. We have to find out the wins, we have to find out the losses, we have to find number of goals. In terms of football, if the question arises on football, we have to find goals, we have to find uh, points, etc, etc. So broadly, if we say that we can conduct a tournament, we have only two ways, that is a knockout round and a round robin round. Knockout round is basically a round in which each and every applicant gets one chance, and if they win the tournament, they will stay in the tournament, they will qualify for the next round, but if they lose, they are out of the tournament. So in knockout, you have only one chance, one loss will make you go out of the tournament. Now in knockout round, the question comes in a way that, let's see, for example, there are 32 teams. Now is 32 teams participate in a tournament, they will already tell you that the 32 teams are ranked 1 to 32. It will be said as the 32 teams are ranked as seed 1 to seed 32. Now your seed is basically rank. It is a very well known name in terms of individual sports. Now the question arises that the 32 players are participating and they are ranked 1 to 32. Now the fixture for the first round is made as the first round. In the first round, the top ranked seed, that is the first ranker, will always play with the last ranker, that is the seed number 1 will always play against 32. And it is always stated, and we don't have to take concern about which team will get which rank. It is already suggested in the question. Seed 2 will play against the second last ranker, 3 will play against 30. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. The 16 will play against 17. We have 18, 19, 20, 12 will play against 21, 22, 10 will play against 23. We have 24, 25, 7 will play against 26, 27, 28 and 29. So the first round of the tournament always looks like this. Now here they do not suggest which team will go in the second round, so we have to assume. Let's make a simple table, we'll go on assumption. Now in the second stage, that is the second round, it is always suggested that the winner of the first match will always play against the winner of the last match. So after the first round, in each and every round, we have to make the fixture in such a way that the winner of the first match will always play against the last match, winner of the second match will play against the second last. So here we'll assume that the winner of 1 and 32 is 1 will play against 16, 2 will play against 15. This is an assumption. The question does not state, or nothing is stated that who will win. It is according to the question, sub questions, but here we, just for understanding, we'll make a table simple. 3 will play against 14, 4 will play against 13, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So the second round looks like this. Coming to the third round, again after the first round, in every round we have to make the same fixture, that is the winner of the first match will always play against the last. Now let's say the winner between 1 and 6, 1 wins, will play against 8 and 9. So we'll assume that 8 wins, 2 will play against 7, 3 will play against 6, 4 will play against 5. Now here when the 8 teams are there and only 4 matches are there, this round is called as quarter final round. Coming to the fourth, again the winner of the first match, that is 1 will play against the winner of the last match, the winner of the second match will play against the winner of the third match, and this is the penultimate round or the second last round, which is called as semi-final round. Now here it is stated that in semi-final always there will be 4 teams and 2 matches. Coming to the fifth round, we have the winner of the first match will play against the last match, and this is the last round of the tournament, which is called the finals, and after this we'll get a winner. Now here the second term, comes as upset. Now, upset is a term which says that whenever you beat a team better than you, that is in terms of rank, if a team is better than you, if you beat them, it is called an upset. For example, if a match between 1 and 23, if 1 wins the match, it's fine, but if 23 wins against 1, it is called an upset. Even against a match between 1 and 2, if 2 wins against 1, then also it will consider as an upset. So upset is basically whenever you beat a team better than you in terms of rank, it is always called as upset. And the third term is called as bye. Now, bye is a term when at any round, if you have odd number of teams, let's say at any certain stage you have only 7 teams qualifying. Now you cannot distribute that 7 teams into 3.5 matches. So you have to make, like, let's say one will play against 7, 2 will play against 6, 3 will play against 5. Now 4 doesn't have an opponent. So here what we'll do, we'll make 3 matches, and the fourth match, because the fourth in the fourth match 4 does not have any opponent, so he will be given a bye. That means without playing he will be given a chance in the next round. So if 4 goes without playing the match in the next round, and in the top 3 matches we have to make a winner, so 3 from this win and the fourth, so in the next round how many team will go? That will be 4. So bye is something that at any stage, if you have odd number of teams, and if you don't have a opponent for a one, so you have to make one qualify without playing a game, and the rest you have to make the fixtures. And finally, let's see, there are 32 teams, and as we know that there is only one winner of the match. After finals only one will be the winner. So out of 32, if you want one winner as a winner of the tournament, then you have to make 31 team lose any match at any stage. So to make one winner we have to make 31 losers, and to make 31 losers we have to make 31 matches. So if you want to take the total number of matches in this kind of condition, that is in the knockout condition, then it will always be n minus 1. So in 32 teams if participated, the number of matches will be 31. Similarly, if 64 teams participate, we have only one winner, so we have to make 63 team lose. That means we have to make 63 matches for them to lose. So the number of matches in the entire tournament will be 63. So the way of finding out the total number of matches in the tournament is n minus 1, and the number of rounds played is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if 32 teams participate in the tournament, we have 5 rounds, we have 31 matches, and in any round we don't have any even team odd team going, so there won't be any bye. We have seen the knockout stage, how the fixtures are made. Now let's come to the different type of questions that can be asked in the condition regarding knockout round. Now, as we have seen the definition of upset means that you defeat a team better than you in terms of rank. Now let's see a question like the first question, if it arises, that what is the total number of matches played to find the winner. As we have seen, the total number of matches will always be done as n minus 1, that is 32 teams are there, we have to make 31 matches to find the winner, and the total number of matches will be played as 31. Now the second question can be as, let's see, if seed number 29 reaches the quarterfinals, then who can be his opponent. Now as we have beat the second, third, fourth and fifth round on base of assumption, and the question says that 29 reaches the quarterfinal, that means 25 reaches round 3. If 29 reaches round 3, let's see who can 29 beat. So 29 beats rank number 4, he qualifies and he will play against rank number 13. Again 29, he has reached quarterfinal, so he has to beat 13. Again 29 reaches in this round and he will play against 5. Now it's easy, it's visible that 29 will play against 5, but as we said 2, 3, 4 and 5, this round we have made an assumption. Let's see if 5, because there is no case saying that 5 reaches the next round. So let's go a step back. In second round 5 plays against 12. What if 12 defeats 5 and comes and plays 29 in the quarterfinal? So the option can be 12 also. Let's go to the round 1. We have 5 playing 28. So 28 can defeat 5. He will come in this position in the second round, and if he defeats 12, he can also be the opponent for 29. Coming to 12, again we can see 21, as we have made an assumption. So it can be possible that 21 defeats 12 and he comes and plays against 5 in round 2. He wins and he comes and plays against 29 in round 1. So we have 4 options who can be the opponent of 29. It can be 5, 12, 28 and 21. So in the question that is either it will have 5, 12, 28 or 21. But again, if the question says can, so it can be possible. If whenever there is can, there is a case, that means it's a possibility, and out of this 4 option there can be only one option. Again, if there are 2 options which satisfies either, let's say if there is option 5 and 12 also, or 12 and 28 also, or 12 and 21 also, then your answer will be cannot be determined. Example of question that can be coming in knockout round. Let's see a question. If there is a question that seed 8 reaches the final, then what can be the minimum number of upsets? Now we have to make seed 8 reach the final. That means seed A will be playing in the final, so he has to win and come at in 5th round, and we have to also make minimum upset. So in round 1 between 1 and 32 we'll make 1 win, because only they will give minimum upset, so there is no upset. In 2 and 31 again we'll make 2 win, same 3, 4, 5 till 16. So we'll make all 1 to 16 teams win, so that we'll get minimum upset, and that is 0. Coming to second round, the 16 teams will be participating and the fixture will be in this pattern. Now again we have to make minimum upset, so we'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 win the game, so there will be minimum upset, that is 0. Now in seed 3, as the question says that 8 reaches the final, so 8 has to win here, and if 8 defeats 1, that is a team better than him, then this is an upset. Again it says minimum upset, so between 2 and 7 we'll make 2 win, we'll make 3 and we'll make 4 wins. So in round 3 we'll have a minimum upset of 1. Coming to round 4, now 8 has been defeating 1 and it has reached round 4, so 8 and 4 will play. As the question says 8 has to win, reach the final, so 8 has to win against 4, so we'll have a upset here. And between 2 and 3 we'll again make 2 win, because we want minimum upset, so in round 4 we have one upset. Coming to round 5, that is the final, so we don't know that 8 is winning or not, so 8 will play against 2, but as we don't know that in the finals what is the position of 8, if he wins then there will be an upset, if he does not win again there won't be an upset, so we only have 2 minimum upsets if 8 reaches the final. So this is the procedure if the minimum upset question arises. So there can be one more example. Let's see if there is a maximum number of upsets, then what can be the maximum number of upsets and who will be the winner. So to make maximum number of upsets in round 1, we'll have to make the team win who has the lowest rank, that is 32, 31, 30, and if we see in this way that 32 to 17 will reach the next round, so we'll have all the 16 matches as upset, because we have to make maximum upsets, and we'll make all the 16 matches in the round 1 as upsets. So if 32 wins, 31 wins, 30 wins, in the second round the fixture will be in the such pattern that 32 will play against 17, 31 will play against 18, 30 will play against 19, 29 will play against 20, 28 will play against 21, 27 will play against 22, 26 will play against 23, 25 will play against 24. So if we make maximum upsets, the second round will look in this pattern. Now again it says maximum upset, so we'll make 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26 and 25 win. If they win, they are defeating the team better than them, so it's an upset. So all the 8 matches in round 2 will be an upset. So in round 3, 32 will play against the last winner of the last match, that is 25, 31 will play against 26, 30 will play against 27, 29 will play against 28. Again a maximum upset, so we'll make this 4 teams win, and so in round 3 there will be 4 upsets. Coming to round 4, again 32 will play against 29, 31 will play against 30. It says maximum upset, so we'll make 32 and 31 win. So in round 5 we have 32 playing against 31, and it says maximum upset, so we'll make 32 win here. So we have 16 in the first round, 8 in the second round, 4 matches in the third round, 2 matches in the fourth round, and the final match also is an upset. So we have 16 plus 8, 24, 24 plus 4, 28, 30 and 31. That means all the 31 match in the entire tournament was an upset, and the winner was seed 32. So whenever there is a question that maximum upsets, we'll make all the matches, that is n minus 1 matches, go in upsets, and the winner will be the last ranker. round. Let's say there are 200 teams participating in a knockout round, and they participate in a tournament where each team will play only one match. If they win, they will go in the second round, or if they lose, they are out of the tournament, and so on. So there can be questions like the first question says the total number of matches played in the tournament. Second can be total number of rounds conducted in the tournament, and third question can be total number of buys given in the tournament. So this can be type of question. Let's see, if 200 team plays, now in a match 2 team can only play, so if 200 teams are there, we can be making 100 matches. So in round 1 we'll make 100 matches. The 100 winners will qualify for the next round, and 100 losers will be out of the tournament. From the 100 teams we'll make 50 matches. We'll have 50 winners and 50 losers. Losers will be out of the game. We'll have 50 in the next round. Out of 50 we'll make 25 matches, 2 in per match. So 25 matches we have 25 winners and 25 losers. Losers out of the tournament, we have 25 winners. Now out of 25 we cannot make 12.5 matches. So here we have to give one bye. That means a team is getting bye. Which team, that is not our concern. So out of 25, if one gets a bye, that is a match win without playing a match. So rest 24 will have 12 matches. Now the winner of this 12 matches plus the bye, total 13 teams will go in the next round. That is 13 players will go in the next round. Again we have odd number, that means we have to give one more bye. And now we have out of 13 12 teams, because one has got a bye, and among 12 we have 6 matches. Again the winner of the 6 matches plus the bye, we have 7 teams going in the next round, and we'll have again odd number of teams, so we'll have to give one more bye. And out of 7, if one gets a bye, remaining 6 will have 3 matches. 3 matches, 3 winners, and the bye, we have 4 teams going in the next round. Will have 2 matches. 2 winners will be going in the next round, and this will be having 1 match, that is the final. So the number of rounds played is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So the total number of rounds played in this tournament is 8. The number of matches, as we see, 100 50 75, sorry, 25 12 6 3 2 and 1. The total number of matches will be 199. Again we have a funda here, that is n minus 1, and the total number of buys given is 3. Total 3 buys in the entire tournament we have to give. That's the basic approach for this type of questions. Discuss the round robin stage. Round robin, the basic definition in round robin, or in layman terms we can say as league stage. That means a team will play against each other for exactly once. Let's say if there are 5 teams, so all the 5 teams will play against each other for exactly once. So we have team number 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now in this kind of tournament, if we want to take the total number of matches, though each team will play 4 matches, because one will play against 2 3 4 and 5, similarly 2 will play against 1 3 4 and 5, so each team will play 4 matches. But we cannot say that 4 into 5 20 matches are there. It will be like if one play against 2 3 4 and 5, coming to 2, 2 will also play against 1, but we have registered here, so 2 will play against 3 4 and 5. Similarly 3 will play against 1, we have registered here. 3 and 2 will play, it's already written, so 3 will play against 4 and 5. Same 4 will play against 5, and 5 will play against 1 2 3 4, but it has been registered. So the total number of matches, if we count, is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 10 matches. Or the other way we can say is 5C2, that is also 10. That means out of 5 we have to make 2 combinations, so it will be 5C2. Similarly, if we have 6 teams and we have to take out the total number of matches, it will be 1 less 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 15. Or else 6C2, it will also be 15. So the number of matches, to calculate the number of matches, we have 2 approaches. Second type of question in round robin, we have 8 football teams that is participating in a double round robin format. That is, each team will play against each other twice, and for a win a team gets 3 points and there is no point for a loss. It is also given that there is no draw in the entire tournament, while the top 4 teams in terms of the total points will reach the next round, which is a quarter-final round. The winner of the quarter-final will reach semi-final, and the winner of the semi-final reach final. So after the finals we'll be getting the winner of the tournament. Now we have 3 questions. Let's see first, what is the total number of matches played in the entire tournament. So we have 8 teams, and if this 8 teams play against each other, the number of match will be 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So we have 8C2, that is 21 matches. So 21 matches we have, that is in a round robin, but there it says it's a double round robin, so each team will be playing twice, so we'll make it 42. Now in the league stage there will be 42 matches. Then quarterfinals, we have a specific universal answer that a quarterfinal always have 4 matches, then a semi-final have 2 matches, and the final will be of 1 match. So the number of matches will be 49. So the answer for the first question will be 49. Now coming to the approach for the second question, it says that the minimum possible points for a team to reach quarterfinal or the next round. So we have, out of 8 we want 4 teams that will be qualifying for the next round, that is the quarterfinal round, and in this we have to qualify a team with a minimum points. Let's say team number 4 qualifies with the minimum number of points. That means team 1 2 3, if 4 has to qualify with minimum points, team 1 2 3 must have to be qualified with maximum points. So team 1 plays 14 matches, he will play against the other 7 teams twice, and we'll assume that it won all the 14 matches, that is 14 into 3, we have 42 points. Team 2 will not win 14 matches because it has lost 2 matches against 1, so it will play 14 match, but it can win maximum of 12 matches. We have 12 threes are 36. Team 3 will play also 14 matches, but it won't be winning 14 nor 12, so it has a maximum of winning 10 matches with 30 points. Now we have made top 3 teams with the maximum points. Now we need team number 4 with minimum possible points. Now as 1 2 and 3 has played against 4 5 6 7 and 8, but this 5 teams, they haven't played against each other, so this 5 teams, if they play with each other, it will be 5C2, that is 10, and it is a double round robin, that means it will be 20 matches. Now we can make all the 20 matches between this 5 teams, will make each team win equal matches, that means each team will win equal number of matches, that is 4 matches, and the total number of points will be 12. So we can make one team reach the next round, the quarter-final round, with 12 matches. Now coming to this concept, it is possible, there is one case that there is always a case that the teams which are playing against each other will win equal number of matches. Let's say we have team number 1 2 3 4 and 5. If this 5 team plays against each other, it will be, one will play against 2, one will play against 3, one will play against 4, one will be playing against 5. Now we have 2 3, 2 4, 2 5. We have 3 4, we have 3 5, and we have 4 5. We have 10 matches. As we saw this, team number 4 to 8, 5 teams will play against each other, and let's assume we'll make each of the team win equal number of matches. That means we have 5 teams and 10 matches, each team will equally win 2 matches. So in 1 and 2 we'll make 1 win, in 1 and 3 we'll make 1 win, so 1 has 2 wins. Same, the other matches of 1, which is against 4 and 5, in this match 4 and 5 will win. Now coming to 2 and 3, 2 will win, 2 and 4, again 2 will. We have 2 and 5, here we'll make team 5 win the match. In 3 and 4 we'll make team 3 win the match, team 3 win the match against 5, and team 4 win the match against. So 1 is having 2 wins, 2 is also having 2 wins, we have 3 with 2 wins, we have 4 with 2 wins, and we have 5 with 2 wins. That means whenever there is odd number of team, it is possible that we can make each team win equal number of matches, and we have applied the same concept in this to get the minimum points. So the minimum points with which a team can qualify is 12. Now the condition in the question says if 2 or more teams have the same number of points, then the team with the better goal difference will reach the next round. Now here we have 5 teams with equal number of points, and we don't have to take any concern regarding the goal difference because the question says what are the minimum points. Now who reaches, that is not our concern, so we have made the minimum points, that is 12. Even after scoring the maximum points, a team still does not qualify for the quarterfinal. That means we have 4 teams qualifying, and we need one more team which scores the maximum point but still does not qualify. Now here we have to look into the situation that even after scoring maximum points, how can a team cannot be qualified? It can be possible that this team has more points than the four teams which are qualifying, but then in that case it has to be qualified. Or it can be possible that this team with the maximum points has less number of points than the other four which are qualifying, but again in that case it will contradict because it won't be having maximum points. So if we want to make this statement without any contradiction, that maximum points a team does not qualify, that means we have to make the team which does not qualify, the points of the team which did not qualify, equal to the points of the team which, the four teams which qualify. That means we are here with five teams because we have to make four teams qualify, and if the fifth team with maximum points does not qualify, and in only one case it will have that it has the same number of points with the four teams. That means the top five teams have the maximum points. Now if we want this top five teams, we will be making team number 6, team number 7 and team number 8 lose against the top five teams because we have to give them maximum points. So it means one will play against 6, 7 and 8 twice and it will win. That means it will win 6 matches. 6 means it will win against 6 twice, against team number 7 twice and against team number 8 twice. That means it will be winning 6 matches. Similarly 2, 3, 4 and 5, they will also win against 6, 7 and 8 twice. So 6, 7, 8 has been eliminated from the group stage because they have lost against 5 teams on both the matches. Now this 5 teams will have a total of 10 matches, that is 5C2, but we have a double round robin, that means they will be having 20 matches. And the previous question we have seen that we can give them equal number of matches if there are odd number of teams. That means these 20 matches will distribute among the 5 teams where each team will be winning equal number of matches, that is 4 matches. Now the 6 matches from 6, 7, 8 and the 4 matches against each other, each team will win 10 matches, and after winning 10 matches the points for each team is 30. So we have 30 for team 1, we have 30 for team 2, we have 30 for team 3, team 4 and team 5. Now 5 teams have 30 points each. Now out of 5 only 4 will qualify, one will be out of the tournament, and the condition says that whenever team have equal, two or two more than two teams have equal number of points, the team with a better goal difference will qualify. Now in this case we don't have to find the better goal difference, we have made the condition that a team even after scoring 30 points won't be qualifying the next round. Going through the points distribution concept, we'll come to the other concept, that is the goal distribution concept. Now in this, sometimes we have a question which is related on a football tournament and we have been given some partial information. We have to fill the table with that information and we have to find out the number of goals. So let's assume we have 5 teams A, B, C, D and E, and they have a football tournament against each other, and that in a round robin stage. So the total number of matches will be 5C2, 10 matches. That means A, B, C, D and E will have a total of 10 matches against each other. That means A will be playing against B, A will be playing against C, A will be playing against D, A will be playing against E. We have BC, BD and BE. We have CD and CE, and last we have DE. Now before coming to a question, let's see the terminologies and how the table has been formed. Let's assume that this 10 matches they played the football tournament, and we will given simple goals. We'll be making some assumptions of the goals, like in between A and B the match ended with 2-1. That means A scored 2 goals and B scored 1 goal. Between A and C it will be 3-1. We are just making an assumption. Between AD it is 1-1. AE you have 0-2. BC you have 1-3. We have 0-2 against BD. We have 3-3 against BE. 4-1, 4-2 and 1-3. Now before starting, let me remind you that the goals which I have taken is just an assumption because we have to know the table in and out. So to know the table in and out, we will have to make an assumption on goals. Let's see the table. We have 5 teams A, B, C, D. Now the first content in the table comes as the number of matches. As each of them have played all the matches, that means each team has played 4 matches. So coming to the second column of the table, which shows wins. Now wins is the total number of matches the team wins. Now coming to A, B, C and D and E. We have to find the wins. The second column will be loss and the third column will be a draw column. So we'll find out the win, loss and draw each team had in the entire tournament. Coming to A, the first match between A and B, A has won the match. Between A and C, again A has won the match. AD had a tie, that is a draw, and A lost to E, that means A won two matches, it lost one match and it had a draw. Coming to B, B has lost one match against A, B has lost against C, B has lost against D, and B has a draw against E. So it has one draw and three loss. So it won't be winning any match because out of four it has lost three matches. Coming to C, C has one loss against A, C has a win against B, C has a win against D and E. So C has three wins and C has a loss. So it won't be having any draw. Coming to D, D has a draw against A, D has won against B with 2-0, D has a loss against C and D has a loss against E. So it has two loss, it has one win which is against B and it has one draw. Coming to E, E has a win against A, E has a draw against B, E has a loss against C and D. So it has two loss, one win and one draw. So we can see this 10 games, and in these 10 games we have two games, that is between A and D we have a draw and between B and E we have a draw. So out of 10, if we have two matches with a draw, we'll have 8 matches, rest 8 matches having a result. That means we'll having 8 winners and 8 losers, and your table should reflect in the same manner. The total sum of the wins should be 8 and the sum of the loss should be 8. So we have 2 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, and here we have 4 and 4, 5, 8 and 9. So 7 and 9, that means we have made some mistake here. Let's check again. So let's check against A. A have one win, A have one draw, A have one win against C and have one loss. So two wins, one draw, one loss. So A is fine. Coming to B, B has one loss, B has loss against C, B has loss against D and B has a tie. So 3 loss and 1 draw. So B has a perfect. Let's come to C. C will be having 1 loss against A, C will be having a win against B, C have win against D and E. So 3 wins and 1 loss. Coming to D, D has a draw against A, D has won against B, D has lost against C and D has lost against E. So it has 2 loss and 1 win which is against B and 1 draw. Coming to E, E has a win against A, E has a draw against B and E has again a loss against C and E has a win against D. So it has 2 wins, it has 1 draw and 1 loss. So we have cross checked it, and let's see the table again. We have 2 plus 3, 5, 6 and 7, 8, and loss we have 8. So it is perfect. The table is now perfect, that the result which have 8 winners and 8 losers, the table will also show the sum of win is 8 and sum of loss is 8. Now coming to the draw, there are two draws, but in the table it should reflect as 4, because whenever a match between A and D is there and it is a draw, that means the draw is written in A's column also and in B's column also. So a draw is written twice. That means if there are 4 draws, in actual it has only 2 draws. So we have seen the draw. Now the third statement comes as, sorry, the fourth column comes as goals for. Now goals for is something that means a team scoring goals in the entire tournament. That means you are scoring goals against the other teams. It is goals for. The sum of the goals that you score in the entire team is goals for. Now A has scored 2 goals, 3 against C, 1 against D and 0 against E. So A has a total of 6 goals for. Coming to B, B has 1 against A, B has scored 1 against C, B has not scored anything against D and 3 against E. So 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3, 5. So B has scored 5 goals. Coming to C, C has 1 against A, 3 against B, that makes 4, 4 and 4 against D and E, that is 12 goals. Coming to D, D has 1 against A, D has 2 against B, that makes 3, D has 1 against C, that makes 4, and D has 1 against E, that makes 5. E has 2 against A, E has 3 against B, that makes 5, 2 against C, 7, and 3 against D, that is 10. Now the fourth column was on goals for. Now the fifth column, which says is goals against, it can be also called as goals conceded. So goals against or goals conceded is the total number of goals that a team concedes. That means the opponent which scores against you, the sum of that goal is called as goals against. Now A against B, B has scored against A is 1, C has scored against A is 1, D has scored against A is 1, and E has scored against A as 2. So total A has conceded 5 goals. Coming to B, A has scored 2 goals against B, C has scored 3 goals against B, 2 goals D has scored against B, and 3 goals E has scored against B. So the sum total is 3 plus 3 6 plus 2 8 and plus 2 10. So A has conceded in all 10 goals. Coming to C, we have 3 against A has scored 3 goals against C, we have 1 which B scores against C, we have 1 which D scores against C, and 2 which E scores. So this makes a total of 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 5 6 and 7. So C has conceded 7 goals. Coming to D, D has conceded 1 0 4 and 3. So 4 3 1 and 0, that makes 8 goals. E has conceded 0, E has conceded 3, E has conceded 4 and 1. So 0 3 4 and 1, that is 8. Let's cross check again. With A has conceded 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is 5. B has conceded 2 3 5 2 7 and 3 10. C has conceded 3 1 4 1 5 6 and 7. D has conceded 1, D has conceded 0, D has conceded 4 and 3, 4 and 3 7 plus 1 8, and E has conceded 0, E has conceded 3, E has conceded 4, and E has conceded 1. So 0 3 4 and 1, that makes 8. Now at the end of the league stage, it is universal, in every table there should be equal number of goals for and goals against. That means the sum of total goals for should always be equal to the goal against. So here we have 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 12 23, 23 plus 10 33, and 5 38. So total 38 goals were scored, and goal against should also be 38. Let's see, 8 and 8 16, 16 and 10 26, 26 and 10 31, 31 plus 7 38. So we have equal 38 38. That means our table is perfect. Now coming to the points, the last column is about the points. Now here we haven't taken the case of points, but remember, always in a league stage you will be having some points for a win, some 0 points, generally 0 points for a loss, and in draw both teams will get 1 points. In case of wins, you can have 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, etc. So after calculating this, we have to write the total number of points. And in some cases there is one more column which says goal difference. Now goal difference is the difference between goals for and goal against. So it is goals for minus goal against. If the goal difference is in positive, that means goals for is greater than goal against, and if it is negative, that means a team has more goal against than goals for. In the case of A, we have 6 minus 5 plus 1. In the case of B, we have 5 minus 10. Now here the goal against is more, so it will be minus 5. In case of C, we have 12 minus 7, that makes 5. 5 minus 8 will be minus 3, and 10 minus 8 will be plus 2. So we have 3 teams with plus goal difference and 2 teams with minus goal difference. So this is how a football tournament, a question on a football tournament, how to read a table, how to cross check a table, and how to make the goals. Through the concept of goal distribution, let us apply this concept in a question. We have 4 teams and they play a league stage, that is they play against each other for once, and for a win a team earns 3 points, for a loss it earns 0, and in case of a draw, both team will receive 1 point each. Now we have a table which is partially filled. We'll complete the table first and we'll apply the concept which we have studied earlier, that is win and loss should be equal, goals for and goals against should also be equal, whereas goal difference, if it is positive, that means if goal difference is goals for minus goal against, and if goal difference is positive, that is goals for is greater than goals against, and if it is negative, that means goal against is greater than goals for. Now we have France with 7 points, that is 2 wins, that is 2 threes are 6, and 1 point from a draw, so it did not lose any of its match. On the other hand, England have 6 points, that is 2 matches they won, that is 2 threes are 6, and 1 they have lost. Coming to Croatia, it has only 1 point, which is from a draw. That means the other 2 matches it will end in a loss, and it won't be winning any of the match. Now the 3 statement below the table, one of them says that Croatia did not play a draw against France. Now France and Croatia both are having a draw, and they are not having a draw among themselves. That means the draw they have played is against Switzerland, because England is having 0 draw. So both the draws of France and Croatia is against Switzerland. Now Switzerland have one more match to go, and if we see the column of win and loss, we have 4 and 3. That should be equal. So we have to make Switzerland lose one game. So then only it will be equal. Coming to the goals, we have goal difference of +3 for France. That means it has conceded 4 goals. We have -2 for Switzerland, that means it has conceded 6 goals, and we have -5 for Croatia, that means it has scored only 1 goal. Now goal against is 4, 4, 6 and 6, that is 20, and goals for should also be 20, that will be 7 plus 4 plus 1, 12, that means England has scored 8 goals and the goal difference is +4. Coming to the points of Switzerland, it has 2 draw and 1 loss, that means it have only 2 points. Now we have completed the table. Now we'll come with the goals team has scored in each match, that is France England, France Switzerland, France Croatia, Switzerland England, Switzerland Croatia, and England and Croatia. So we have 6 matches, 4 teams. If they play against each other, it will be 4C2, that is 6. Now we have to find which team has scored against which team with how much goals. Now the third statement says that Croatia scored against France. Now Croatia has had only 1 goal and it has scored against France. That means the other 2 goals of Croatia will be 0-0. That means in one match it has scored 1 goal against France. That means in the other 2 games it will be scoring 0-0 goals. Switzerland on the other hand has conceded distinct goals in each match. So it has conceded some 6 goals, and we have to make it distinct, so it can be 5-1-0 or 4-2-0. This only 2 cases can be possible. That means Switzerland has conceded 5-1-0 in one case or 4-2-0 in the other case, and it can be in any order. And we have seen the match between Switzerland and Croatia. Switzerland has conceded 0 and it's a draw. That means it will score 0, then only there can be a draw. Now 0 goals we have been giving against Switzerland and Croatia, so it can be 5-1 against England France in any order, or it can be 4-2. Let's take the case of 5-1. If we see 5-1, we have Switzerland France, France scoring 5 or 1, and Switzerland England, we have Switzerland England where England will be scoring 1 or 5. Now as we see that Switzerland has scored 4 goals, it can be 4-0, it can be 3-1, it can be 2-2. Now in this concept of 5-1 we can only apply 3-1 because we have to make France and Switzerland, the match between France and Switzerland, a draw, and we have only 5 or 1 case, so it can be only possible if we give 1 in the match between France and Switzerland, so it will be 1-1, and the other match it will be 3, so it will be 5-3. Now as England has conceded 4 goals, out of which it has conceded 0 against Croatia, 3 against Switzerland, so it will concede 1 against France. Now France has scored total 7 goals, out of which 1 against England, 1 against Switzerland, so it will score 5 goals against Croatia. Now we have England, who has to play a match against France and against Croatia, and France has conceded 4 goals, out of which it has conceded 1 against Croatia, 1 against Switzerland, so it will concede 2 against England. Now here we have a contradiction because we have taken the wrong case, that is 5-1, because England has lost one match and won two matches, where on the other hand France have two wins and one draw. It does not have any loss. So here France is losing a match. So we have taken the wrong case. That means the right case is 4-2. As we have seen, the case of 5-1 has been rejected. Now let's take the case of 4-2. If we take the case of 4-2, now France cannot have 4 goals, because if France has 4 goals against Switzerland, they have a draw. Switzerland will also have 4 goals, and in that case, if Switzerland have 4 goals against France and 1 against Croatia, it is considered 5 goals, but in total it concedes only 4 goals. So we have, the case here is 2. France will score 2 goals against Switzerland, and if France scores 2 goals against Switzerland, England will score 4 goals against Switzerland. So France and Switzerland have a draw. So Switzerland will also score 2 goals, and we have a total of 4 goals which Switzerland will be scoring, 2 against France, 0 against Croatia. So remaining 2 goals it will score against England. Now as France has conceded 4 goals, out of which Croatia has scored 1, Switzerland has scored 2. So England will score a 1 goal, and as England has total scored 8 goals, out of which 4 it has scored against Switzerland, 1 against France, that makes 5. So it will score 3 goals against Croatia. Now here we can see Croatia has conceded some 6 goals, 3 against England, 0 against Switzerland. So it will score 3 against France. And as France has scored some 7 goals, we have 2 and 3 here, that makes 5. So it will score 2 against England. Now let's cross check. England has conceded 4 goals, out of which England has conceded 2 against France, England has conceded 2 against Switzerland, and 0 against Croatia. So it has scored 4 goals, and we have a complete table without a contradiction.